Judgment Day for Pedro Bravo. The Aguilar family hustles in for a decision. Carlos, the anxious patriarch, needs a moment to gather himself. Everybody is starting now to move back into the courtroom. Christian Aguilar's family has gathered here en masse. All day, Carlos has looked very calm. But right now, this is the tensest we've seen him. This is the culmination of 2 years for him. It has already been a long day for the family. Nearly 8 hours of closing arguments. The prosecution and defense taking their last shots at a jury of 8 women and 4 men.
I think you find that the fight did happen at Stripes. Find that the law enforcement did nothing to check out whether or not the fight happened at Stripes. And when you do that, I think you'll find my client not guilty.
The prosecution says Bravo's the mastermind of a murderous plot, reminding the jury of Pedro's police interrogation and his curious choice of the past tense.
Throughout the interview, he says and refers to Chris was a good friend. He is the only person on the planet who knows that Chris is in the past tense.
As the jury takes the case to the deliberation room, all the Aguilar family can do is wait and worry.
There's that moment when the jury's deliberating that you're just thinking, what's taking them so long? What happens if they find something? What happens if there is a reasonable doubt?
There are 9 days of testimony and more than 1,000 pieces of evidence to consider. But after a mere 3 hours, the jury is back.
We, the jury, finds as follows: as the defendant, Pedro Andres Bravo, in this case, as to count 1, the defendant is guilty of felony murder, 1st degree.
Bravo stone-faced after being found guilty of all charges. The Aguilar family, always respectful inside the courtroom, takes to the hallways for a rare moment of catharsis.
Alexander, how do you feel? I don't know how I can really describe this.
The judge said this is your day of reckoning to Bravo. Do you think life in prison is enough for him?
I think that's the maximum that he can pay for the life of my son.
Later, they return to remind the judge of the toll this case has taken on them.
I cannot tell you or quantify the pain that we have going through.
Their brief moment of relief comes to an abrupt halt as the killer gets one last twist of the knife.
I know in my heart that I did not do anything to hurt my friend, to put him beyond that point and cause him to die. I know in my heart what I did, and I know God knows what I did. So I'll take whatever sentence is given to me, be it life without parole, and I will do it.
You know, this was a person we knew. This was intentional. None of this had to happen.
This was your friend. This had been your former love.
Yes, yes. It just makes it all so worse.
This is your day of reckoning.
Judge James Collock giving him exactly what he asked.
As to count 1, I sentence you to natural life in prison with no possibility of parole.
After the verdict, family and friends go their separate ways. The Aguilars once again making that long drive to that makeshift shrine in the middle of nowhere. And the former girlfriend, she still has her whole life ahead of her, just not the one she thought she'd have.
I think we would have gotten married eventually. He was such a good person. He was just so kind and so considerate and so compassionate. I always feel like when I describe him, I'm never describing him enough, you know, like there's something missing. You know, you had to meet him. And I miss him every day because it doesn't go away.
As we head into this weekend, Erika right now is at orientation as a junior at the University of Florida, the very same college Christian once attended. She's now planning to major in criminology, and the school's College of Engineering has awarded an in memoriam degree to Christian, the first student there to ever receive such an honor.